Well, greetings. Welcome to the world of SFE PE. My name is Stacy Nelson. I'm the PE instructor at SFE, and I wanted to do a quick little video here to bring you into the world. We want to share SFE PE with you. And there's a lot of people that are wanting to borrow equipment and wanting to use the gym space, and we want you to do it. We want the kids at SFE to have a fabulous experience. And we have a lot of great equipment to use, so why not use it? And we just need to stay on the same page so we can make sure we can all find things when we need them. So if you borrow something and I don't even notice you borrowed it, have at it. You don't even need to ask me. Just borrow it, put it back, and we're all good. And so that's kind of, to summarize the whole thing, you're welcome to use stuff. Just make sure it gets really well taken care of and put back exactly as you found it, and we're good. Now I'm going to go into a little bit more detail. I've never really looked at the equipment as mine. I don't look at the gym as mine, but I have found over the years that the responsibility for the equipment is falling on me. So I've kind of devised a plan now, and I want to bring you guys into the system I have. Kind of wanted to go through a couple things. Number one, when you're using the equipment, when you're done, if you could have some kids run around to the corners, check up on stage and look for lost balls, lost equipment that kind of got misplaced during the games. That would be great, because otherwise it hangs out overnight. Sometimes we have basketball teams come in, it's possible it would disappear. Basketballs, they generally don't mess with our equipment, but it is a higher possibility of losing something there. And if I find it, I usually get it back. But I just, if you can help out in that way, that would be awesome. Number two is, when we put things away, put it back exactly as you found it, not just approximately. If there's things like the goals that are stacked on the stage, if you use a couple of goals, don't just throw them back on the stage, stack them neatly. If you're using the balls, I have a system for which balls are in which bags. They're usually categorized by size. The footballs, I even have them where in a bag that just goes outside. And I separate these because we have to separate the brand new stuff from the used stuff from the stuff that I'm probably going to be getting rid of at the end of the year. And I kind of cycle those things through, and it's nice to help me keep those separated, so it's not such a big job at the end of the year. And then I can also better keep an eye on what things are wearing out fastest, and then I can put that on my list to order for the upcoming year. So I'm going to insert a video right here, and this whole video is about a minute long. It is actually available on my website, or on my YouTube channel. If you ever forget how to tie those knots, you can just look it up on the YouTube channel. But take a look at this knot tying 101. I wanted to do a quick knot tying lesson for the bags that we're all using in the gym now, that hold the different balls that we have. And I wanted to kind of bring us all on the same page with this, because we got so many different groups using the bags and trying to keep the storeroom nice and neat. I just thought it would be helpful if we're all on the same page. And this is a quick, simple knot that if we all use, it will go pretty slick. So when you're cleaning up, you find a bag, you tighten it up like you normally do. It's very simple. You just make a loop, and then reach through with two fingers, reach through your loop and reach back for the rest of the rope. As you pull that through, it'll form another loop. Just tighten that up, and then when you hang it on the hook, you hang that just below the knot, and you'll find it works really slick. Then to get the knot out, you just pull, and it pops right out. So that gives you easy access to whatever you have in the bag. So one more time here, cinch it up tight, form your loop, then reach through the loop, pulling on the rest of the rope, which actually creates another loop, hanging it below the loop when you hang it on the hook, and to pop it out, comes out really, really slick. Hopefully this helps for all of us. All right, so going along in the storage rooms, not only being able to put the bags back in the right spot, but putting balls back in their designated carts. Right now, I've put some carts right inside the door. If we could use those balls first, again, that's part of the system of moving things through from being brand new to used to on their way out. Those are the balls I'd like to use first. I've got a rack of orange basketballs there. We've got a rack of hodgepodge, bunch of different balls that if you want to pull that out and let the kids just go, you can. And then there's a rack of the small basketballs, which often the kids do better with, especially in that gym, because the nets only go so low. So if you need to use anything else, feel free to. I'm just putting those there because that kind of helps me with if we get those used the most, that'll help me out. I guess that brings me to my kind of final point, where brings me back to what my dad taught me as a young kid. If you can do your best to leave things as good or better than when you found them, that was kind of what he pushed home to me. And so if you're putting some equipment away and there's a ball that you saw, somebody else didn't see and it rolled under a cart or something, just pick it up, put it away, help us out in that way. And that way everything will stay nice and neat, doesn't fall on any one person's shoulders. We can all share it, we can all enjoy it. And I'll do my best to keep improving the equipment and replace the stuff that gets broken, and maybe even look for some new stuff along the way and give these kids at SFE the best experience possible. Keep them active, keep them having fun, keep them happy. And I think that wraps it up for me. So that's all from SFE PE. We'll see you in the gym.